start.
Mhm.
All right, welcome. The meeting is now being recorded. This is group 3, meeting 2. So it's November 4th right now. And we'll get started looking at number 38, case study number 38, preemptive plan. So did you guys have any specific thoughts from it? Do you need a minute to read through it?
I'm just going to reread it really quick.
Okay.
I'll use the since it was involving like the client planning and getting like the consent from the clients. I thought in this case that for 402 and 404 would be like something we can apply here as an ethic, as an ethics, sorry, to addressing the case. As Anthony was imply like a different techniques and did some changing in the treatment for Derek aggressions. So getting his consent and getting his agreement for the changes was part of 402 and 404.
Okay. Yeah, we could copy those ones over. So that would go under number 2, the ethical principles.
Sorry. I'll go back.
This is kind of a tricky.
It is. Is there any issues with like being less social? Is that an issue?
4.07 talks about
would-
the, oh, sorry. You can go.
Decreasing their direct contact. That means like having like less social time with him. Is that that's an issue, right?
I think so. I was looking at 4.07, the environmental conditions that interfere with implementation. Just the part B where it says behavioral analysts seek to eliminate the environmental constraints. But I don't know if that really applies with like the whole environment part. I just thought about it just because it was saying, they were saying, what was it? To increase staff and safety.
Decrease their direct contact and reducing expectations.
I thought that for example, number 48 was the one with the case that the toys and the equipment was of the games was missing, and then the parent talked with ABA about some of the toys. The ABA actually mentioned it to the parent that some of the toys missing, and he actually asked him to leave the house. So I think that could be like environmental procedures, like something that can come and interfere the treatment. When you talk about 407, but I thought like here it's more when Derek actually there's some changes because he become more aggressive. Like he has more aggression, and I thought like because he changed the treatment or he changed the procedure, he actually get Derek agree with the changes to lower and reduce his behavior, the aggression behavior. I don't know, I thought so, but of course, if you think any other number, I'm just in front of the number to see if there's any other options.
It's just tricky because it seemed like it states in there that he like, well, so is it a breach because he like builds the plan and then runs it by them? Like, do they need to be part of the like building of the plan, or is it okay that he just took it to them after?
I think he asked him, right?
Yeah, because at the end it said he talks to Derek and his guardians. So that seems like they're involved in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm, that's a good point.
Yes. Oh, it says in the bottom, it says after discussing and getting approval for the plan by Derek and his guardians, Anthony trains and implements the plan within the residential setting.
Yeah.
So he kind of like informed, but before that he so he actually appropriate request to ask for breaks. So he does tells and inform, and I think it was also like inform the client, right? It was there another one that informed the client.
Do you guys want to add this like treatment, like that the client have rights to an effective treatment and 209 treatment and intervention?
Yeah, I think we could add that one too. None of them
Mhm.
seem to be like overly like, it's all just like a little bit of concern for each. I think all of those points are relevant. Like it doesn't say in there that they like signed a consent form. Like it could have just been a verbal agreement which would be a breach. So we can talk about how potentially there might, be holes in it, but it's not explicit. We don't have enough detail in some of the area to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, about this one 209, we just can mention that like every client has a right to be like for effective treatment and stuff. So it's general one.
Yeah, I like that. I'll start writing on the ethical issue if someone wants to start writing on resolving the issue.
Mhm.
I don't like this. I'm messing up. Can someone copy and paste 209? Because somehow for me it copies with all the colors and it's really tough to fix it. Oh, thank you. I'll fix it.
Okay, I think there's more. There's parts B, A, B, C, and D. So let me add the rest.
Add the rest and then I'll fix the
Okay.
the shift.
Sounds good. Oh God, sorry guys. Okay, everything's been added. Perfect.
So who's doing the ethical issue? It's Jimmy, okay.
Yeah.
And what about the resolving issue?
I think Karen's working
Doing
on
it.
that.
Karen.
So,
Okay, then I'll do the second one, ethical issue.
do we need to wait to discuss it? I don't know how you guys want to do that.
Yeah, maybe it's better.
Maybe we could just,
Maybe we could jump down, start like
Okay.
discuss two, and then we all just take one section from each.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine. Yeah,
Look over it at the end and kind of add where we see fit.
yeah.
that works.
So we can do 46, right? Not the 48, 46.
Unless any of you guys have a preference, I don't care. I
Yeah,
think
yeah. I
we're
just
fine.
want to make sure that we're doing this. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do 46.
mine was any you pick.
Yeah. Okay, for this. I add these codes, but feel free to change it if you think. I thought the restrictive one would be relevant for the Olivia case, since Jalen's was out of vacation and he gives all his cases to Olivia to manage while he's missing. And one of the case of I think what was it, Ishmael? Forgot the case. Oh, not Ishmael, was one of the cases that he was missing procedures, and he's just said like if there's any replacement behavior of some a case that inappropriate behavior, he would say like no, or response blocking techniques for the learner, and that's really touched the number 409. The last one, the D, it says behavior analysis ensure that aversive procedures are accompanied by an increased level of training supervision. A behavior analyst must evaluate the effectiveness of aversive procedures in timely manner. So I think in this case, just because he said no without actually going into details or explaining, I thought in this case the number D would be relevant. But I think I add another one. And 408, which it says consideration regarding punishment procedures.
Yeah, that was one that came.
Oh, that was this, I'm sorry. And number 409, it says least restrictive procedures, which is behavior analyst review and appraise the restrictiveness of procedures and always recommend the least restrictive procedures likely to be effective. So instead of saying no, it would be like more an appropriate response for the client's behavior, instead of just blocking him and say no. just to be more effective, so you won't repeat that.
What do you want him to do, right? To replace the like unwanted behavior was appropriate behavior.
Well, depends on the case, of course. It really depends on the case. In this case, he
Yeah.
said,
Then if like not touching, that you can redirect to do something else, or no
like,
run, and you
yeah.
can do like walk, or
Yeah.
you know.
replacement, exactly, instead of just like blocking him. So that's why I said in 4.9, a least restrictive procedure would be very relevant when it comes to giving more, as you mentioned, replacement behavior.
What do you think about 210, about documenting professional work and research? It seems like it's missing a lot of details in the plan, and it's not like professionally developed with all the steps and strategies. It should be written.
Yeah, it's not appropriately documented as the description says.
Yes, it was missing. That's true. That's a very good one too.
That's actually
What was it? What number was it?
If you can copy and paste for me, because on my side,
Tell me what number.
2.10.
Oh, 2.10. Okay.
I'll copy and paste it.
Okay.
Another
but it has to have like details and quality, like professional
Mm-hmm.
manner and stuff.
Yeah.
Another one that comes to mind is 1.02, the boundaries of competence.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's spoken directly to like covering a BCBA for vacation, but I assume it would be the same. Like if you're hired on somewhere and it's not like it's a caseload that you're not familiar with or trained in, then it would be violating that code. So potentially that would apply too.
Of course. What number was it?
1.02, if we're looking at the same document.
Yeah, that's actually makes sense. The number A will be the behavior analyst provides services, teach and conduct research in the new areas, or the A, all behavior analysts provide service, teach and conduct research only within the boundaries. I think you mentioned A, right?
I didn't look at one specific.
There's two.
B might be more. I don't know.
I can add the one you mentioned.
Yeah, let's go with A.
Okay. I just put it. If you think it's a different one, let me know. I can add it.
Any other ones that stand out, or should we stop making our list longer?
Maybe we should pause.
Yeah. Well, as you mentioned before, there's many that touch a little bit from everything. So
Yeah.
but it's good to put it here, and we can always adjust later, of course.
And can you repeat that about saying, I'm sorry, Jamie, about, because I'm just gonna do ethical issues. So what do you mean about subbing?
Yeah, so boundaries of competence, like BCBAs are supposed to practice within their realm of expertise, and the BCBA is covering a case that they don't usually cover because they're covering for someone on vacation. So potentially it could violate ethical laws if these like behavior plans and things that she's expected to implement aren't like in her areas of training and expertise. And we don't necessarily have enough information to know, like maybe she works around this client a lot, but isn't over her caseload. Or, you know, maybe it's an autism clinic with similar, but it doesn't state that. So it would just be something to be aware of, that she has the proper training to take over a case temporarily like this.
Okay.
Okay, should we divide and conquer again? So I think Karen, you were up top too, and I'll keep going up top.
You talk about the resolution, the resolve the issue.
Yeah, were you working on that one?
Yeah, I just finished the copy number 2, but I can do the resolves. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because if we each just pick like an ethical issue and then
yeah,
the the fourth number too, then we can each just pick one.
So what we are doing, everyone is doing one part, right? I'm doing ethical issues in
Under the resolution.
case number 46,
Yeah,
and you're doing, yeah, so we should be covered.
yeah.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
I know the number 4, like the ethical, the resolve the issue is a little bit longer. So once we're done with the ethical issues, we can jump down and collaborate.
I'll try and do my best, but input would help. Oh wait, Karen, are you doing the resolve the issue for
Oh, yeah, for number, yeah. Oh, you're supposed to do it?
yeah.
Oh, because
Is
I think
which
I
one?
think
Because
you had started the first one.
oh, the number one? Because somebody else working on number one. I think Mariana.
She's
No,
doing
46 ethical issue
so then I
That's
was
number
gonna do,
one. That's number one and 46. Yeah.
for one.
Ah, okay.
so I was gonna do 46 resolve the issue, and then I
Yeah.
think Jamie's doing 38 ethical issue, and then resolve you would do 38
Ah, okay.
resolve.
Okay.
If that
Sure.
works, which if you want to switch, that's fine, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I'm okay. So which one I'm doing? Let me
Do you can do 38 if you want.
38. Oh, the results? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Let me take it off. Sorry. I was confused, I guess.
It's me too. I didn't even know where I was. What was happening?
Karen, I'm gonna copy a little bit of what I had up there that's not relevant to the
Sure.
actual issues, so we can use it down here if we want to. It's like an incomplete sentence right now.
Mhm. Okay, I'm done with resolves the issue. There's anything that should add in other parts that missing?
Um,
You guys want to do spaces in the other parts, or should we leave it like that for now?
We can just leave it and I'll format like all of them so they're at least the same.
Okay. Okay, of course, you feel free to add anything you think I'm missing, but I put the
Yeah, I think you address each like issue that was mentioned above. So it's looking good.
yeah, I'm still working on mine.
Let's see. Does anyone, because I'm done with mine too, if you guys want to look over mine, and again, change it as needed. Does anyone want help on their section?
You guys want to look at what I have for the resolution so far? I'm still work in progress, but boundaries of competence. Not sure how to explain 1.02, the boundaries of competence.
I can add a little bit to that if you want me to. I'll just do a paragraph, and then if you want to like weave it in, you can, or you can leave it as a paragraph.
Perfect. Thank you.
Something like that.
Do you think we need punishment for this one? For the 46?
46, the case itself called
Or just least restrictive is enough?
That's what I was wondering too, to be honest.
Because it's not really, yeah, I don't know what to write about punishment. It definitely needs least restrictive procedures and like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right, but the thing is that it's called, the case itself called punitive measures. So I was thinking because he block him and say no, it's more restrictive, but it's not really punishment. But if you see
Yeah,
Wow.
it's not really punishment, just.
I put number D because 408, the punishment is divided to 4 sections, and number D says that just ensure that aversive procedures are accompanied by an increased level of training, supervision, and oversight. Behavior analysts must evaluate the effectiveness of aversive procedures. So just by the details of number D, it's really relevant. But I wouldn't take you right about the A, B, and C, which is more described like punishment. But the number D is really relevant because it's talk about the effectiveness.
And you could mention something like, potentially a differential reinforcement, like redirection would be more effective than like aversive verbal
Yeah.
language or something. Because I don't think it's like severe punishment, but it definitely is more aversive than other options.
Yeah.
I liked what you put, Jamie, for the resolution.
Up top. I forgot.
What you put for the code 1.02, the boundaries of competence.
I think we're pretty well, like we just
That was good, actually. Like
rocked it. So are you guys comfortable if we close the meeting and then just continue working on your part? I think we're all pretty close to being done, and then if we'll do the same thing, I might submit it earlier because I'm a little stressed out about that other assignment that seems long. So if we just like get this submitted and out of the way, then we can focus more on the other one. How would you guys feel if we submitted it Saturday night? So like keep working on it tonight, and then tomorrow we can just like I'll edit it and look over whatever else, and then we can fix it on Saturday. But I think it would be good to go and just pretty
good to go if you guys say definitely. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll just keep collaborating on the document and then go from there.
We'll do the change. We'll continue to do the changes today, so we'll finish
I
early.
feel like we just found a groove that we're all just going.
Yeah, nice.
So who wants
nice
to be the
teamwork.
team lead next week?
We can meet at the same time if you're okay with the hour. I'm okay to go or do the changes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with the same time. Everyone's good with the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to be the team lead, Karen?
I can do it, yeah.
So is what I did too. I just made a copy of this document, or the one that Mariana had made. I just made a copy and invited people to it and deleted what we did. So.
Did you use the same Zoom link as before?
That's why it wasn't working. I used one, but it didn't work. So I just
I'll do a new one because I did it before, so I'm okay. I'll send you the link like pretty much by the weekend.
Okay. And I don't know, hopefully, did you guys try that Zoom link on the last week's page or the YouTube link that I had posted?
Oh yeah, I did. It worked. It went through.
Good, because it like saved to my computer, but I couldn't figure out how to link it. So I ended up uploading it to YouTube, which was pretty easy, but I'm like, hopefully this will.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Yep, have a good weekend.
Yeah. See you in a week.
It's a good